Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. The auction record for a 1938 Philadelphia Mint coin is $14,400 from 2021 at a heritage auction. And it's the 1938 Washington quarter from the United States of America. We've got both of them here. Why there was only two? We don't really know. 1938 was the only year that they ever produced Washington quarters that they didn't have a Denver mint. So we know one of these is a San Francisco mint, one's a Philadelphia, but no Denver mint quarters. The only other year that no Denver mint quarters were produced was when no quarters were produced in 1933. The middle of the Depression, they had a year they made no quarters at all. So let's see which one is which here. We flip this over and we magnify it and we see that there is nothing there except some scratches and some wear. This one, we flip this over and we see that there is a S there for the San Francisco Mint. These quarters are incredibly worn, and these are the best ones we have. And there's a reason for that. In 1938, at the Philadelphia Mint, they only made 9.5 million of these coins. At the San Francisco Mint, 2.9 million. So 12.4 million total between the two mints. That's all they made. That means a couple things. One is it means there may be some very, very expensive ones out there. And two means it may be very hard for you to get even a bad one. So let's start with this Philadelphia Mint one right here. No mint mark on the back means Philadelphia. It says Liberty at the top, 1938 at the bottom. In God we trust here. And if we magnify this out, we see that it's very, very flat. And the 9 actually touches the rim here. That's because the 9 got flattened out. And 2 is that the rim got shortened a little bit as it got worn. If we tip it up on its edge here, we see that it's uniform color all the way through, and that's because in 1938, these were 90% silver, 10% copper coins. So this just by itself is worth $5+. And if we start looking at the real value of it, we'll see that it's worth much more than that. We don't clean these quarters, so this is kind of how we get them. The auction record for a 1938 Philadelphia Mint coin is $14,400 from 2021 at a heritage auction. And that was a Mint State 68. Mint State 68, you'll be able to see all the feathers here. You'll be able to see details in the arrows. In fact, why don't we take a look at the PCGS website where they grade these coins, and let's look at Philadelphia quarter. Okay, here's that Philadelphia coin from 1938, and there's no letter in there. That's how we know it's from Philadelphia. And we look down here and we say this is a Mint State 68, and if we look at it just closely, we can see that you can still see the feathers here. You can see the feathers here. Look down here in these arrows, and let me show you something that you can also see, and that is it's magnified up a little bit, but there's lines in the middle of these arrows, and then back here you can actually see a line in the middle of the feather. Really good ribbon going across there, and the claws of the eagle. If we look at the eagle's beak, very sharp, little tuft of hair coming out of the back, and the letters on here are exceptionally good. So when you're looking for a Mint State 68 quarter, it's going to have to look really, really, really good. And it's going to have feathers on the back, and it's not going to be able to have a whole lot of nicks and scratches on it. Let's take a look at some other information about the coin that is down here. It's 34.3 millimeters around it, Philadelphia. Here's the auction record down here, 14,400 from 2021. 6.3 grams, John Flanagan design, front and back. And then we get down here 90% silver, 10% copper. Reeded edge, 9.5 million. And here is the current value if we go way down here and go over. It's Mint State 65, $225. But if we go down here and press the arrow here, we can get over and see what a Mint State 67 plus is, $2,500, and a Mint State 68, $16,500. Okay, so this isn't that $14,400 quarter or the $16,500 quarter. There's been 4 found so far, but this one still could be worth close to $10 just because these coins are hard to get. Survival estimates say that only about 6,000 of these coins exist anywhere that are mint state 65 or better. For the San Francisco Mint quarter, and that's the S down here, and let's magnify it up and we'll see that these S's get flattened too. This coin was probably used extensively because they didn't have many of the coins out. They got used even more. 1938 to San Francisco Mint, 2.9 million. Auction record, $5,170 from 2015 for Mint State 67 plus. But when people heard about that, they started getting their coins graded. So between 2015 and today, the Mint State 67 plus from San Francisco went from 5,000 plus bucks to 1,700 bucks. They have 25 that they've graded so far at a Mint State 67 plus. So they went down in value because when the huge sale was made in 2015 at Heritage Auction, everybody went looking for a Mint State 67 plus or Mint State 68 quarter, and they found a bunch of them. Survival estimate for this one, $10,000. 10,000 quarters still out there that are 65 plus compared to 6,000 for the Philadelphia Mint. Let's take a look at the best San Francisco Mint quarters from 1938 on the PCGS website. Now, if we want to see what the San Francisco Mint coin looks like, we simply go up to the top and go over here to the next coin in order, which is the 1938 S 25 cent or the 1938 San Francisco quarter, and we'll find that we have some really good San Francisco quarters. If we magnify this one up a little bit, we'll see it doesn't have quite as much detail on the feathers on the chest or the legs, and that's why this is a Mint State 67 plus. We can tell it's from the San Francisco Mint because there is an S there. And this is about as good an S as you'll ever see. And you see that it's really flattened and it doesn't have great detail, but that's one of the best S's you'll see from San Francisco. If we go down here though, and we look at these, we'll see that a Mint State 65, pretty close in value, $200. But when we get up to a Mint State 67 plus, we see that it's only worth $1,700 currently because they've graded 25 of them. And the last one to sell was at a Heritage Auction for $1,320. So PCGS says it'll be worth about $1,700 total if you get one of these. One of the other things that I'll show you is that for these, there are no known major varieties at all, and no known minor varieties for the San Francisco Mint coin or for the Philadelphia coin. Okay, so you see that these quarters are rare. They are incredibly valuable if you get a good one, and they are hard to find even for the bad ones. So look for these 1938 quarters out there. Good luck coin hunting, and please subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have about these coins or any other coins in the comment section. Thanks for watching DC Coin World International Coin Channel.